John Cranham, thanks for joining. Josh M23, thanks for joining us. This is the pregame for the pregame of the pregame of Sports and Tacos podcast.
Crack them.
So Tony, you had a squirrel pee on you.
That's correct there, Shotgun.
How did you have a squirrel pee on you, Tony?
Well, it was one of those. I was on the west deck at my work, and I was picking up plates at table 405 and 404. Then all of a sudden, I was talking to one of the customers, and then all of a sudden, this big drop falls right on my shoulder.
What?
And I thought for a second it was like, is it going to rain? And that guy goes, that was a big drop. And I went closer to it, and I go, that's not a drop.
No way.
Yeah,
out of the tree?
Yeah. He probably
they cuddle on the top. Also.
No, I know. I remember freaking.
He's looking over. He's all, yeah, we're going to get this little Mexican. Yeah.
Dang. For anybody out there.
No, it's always good luck, but if a bird takes a crap on you, but I don't know about a squirrel peeing on you. I don't know if that's quite the same.
Yeah, you should have went and bought a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you win?
I don't know yet.
Could be made there. Yeah.
As that squirrel says,
maybe
you gotta eat your nuts.
Maybe it was spread out over time because you've gotten lucky plenty of times on plenty of things, Mr. Pantoja.
Yeah, but there's never enough.
Yeah, when a squirrel pees on you, it kind of means something.
Yeah, it means the squirrel don't like you. That's what it means.
He blessed you. The magical flat squirrel blessed you by peeing on you.
It was one of Chip's kids.
Yeah,
it's funny. McMurphy family, thanks for joining. PT, thanks for joining. Sorry, yeah. Apparently, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to thank your joiners.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Hey, America, we thank you, brothers and sisters. Yeah,
and squirrels.
And squirrels. Tony's talking about getting peed on by a squirrel one time at work.
Yesterday.
Oh, this is yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
They're in the middle of our
okay,
business.
World. I listen. Whatever Tony said. Okay, damn it, dude. I wish I was rich. Maybe I'll talk to Greg because somebody's crystal ball has been a little off lately. So if there is a day that somebody's getting back on the wagon off the schneid after getting peed on by a squirrel, I would go all in with Tony the Greek's pick of the day today.
Gotta be today, yeah.
I'm talking all in. Go down and take every penny out of the bank and put it on.
Actually, I do have one there, Shotgun, and I like this one.
It's not time for
it. I know it's not time, but
as long as it ain't the Broncos over the Eagles, because that ain't happening.
Oh, shit.
Let's see, 4 more minutes before. Well, I mean, we're live, but 4 more minutes before everybody else comes on. So, right. Greg West, thanks for joining Sports and Tacos NFL pregame podcast.
That's right, doing it up live.
The show where we talk about getting peed on by squirrels.
That's right.
Squirrel
peeing.
Squirrel.
And anybody out there watching, Tony got peed on by a squirrel yesterday, and that's a very lucky thing. I don't know if anybody knows.
Let's hope so. Because I did buy a Powerball ticket.
That's like being blessed by Tim Tebow.
That's got to be something right there, man. Yeah.
It's got to be something. Oh my goodness!
I saw Tebow on the SEC network. I was watching that all day Friday before I went to work.
I still think Tim Tebow needs to be on the sidelines of an NFL game as a team as a spiritual advisor.
Yeah, he was.
Telling quarterbacks and players that they are good enough and they are smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like them.
People like it.
You can do it.
You can.
Get out there and
Spirit fingers, let it go.
Just sit there and give the freaking.
That's the second time I've ever done a Tebow in my life.
I mean, I would have him doing the pregame speech every week, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
just getting everybody. You are never going to see anybody.
Yeah, hit his head on the locker like 4 times and then talk about how positive he is.
I mean, I'd hire him as a head coach. Like, what? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't gone into coaching of some kind. I mean, I know he's probably too busy, but
yeah, he's easy. I don't think he likes what he's doing. I don't think he wants the rustle and bustle of head coaching right now.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe the whole Uber, Christian thing is a little frowned upon. 'Cause I remember. Do you remember, Tony, the interview after he beat the Steelers in that playoff game? Everything was blessed this, blessed that, which is great, whatever, to each their own. But, Elway was just sitting back there like, what is this? This, like, thanks, kid. No, we're going to go get Peyton Manning.
It's crazy. But you know what? Hey, out of any NFL player,
Tebow's the man, dude. He's in Florida. He's the man.
I would have him marry my daughter.
Oh, heartbeat. I mean, I still like that man is so beloved in Florida and, still old school Broncos fans. That is, I think, I'm not positive because I've never seen it, but I was told somebody made a documentary about that season.
Huh. Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
It was.
Why not? We the defense won us a lot of games.
Yeah. That was my first year in Colorado. My first ever NFL game was that New York Jets game versus the Broncos when Tebow ran it like 35 yards in the last minute of the game to win it. And Darrelle Revis got like an interception, whatever. It was a good game, man. But it was boring as hell to the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the funny part, Bama. You're going to reunite and have a reunion next week when we play them in Tottenham, London.
That's true. Yeah, Jets goes next week.
N21E. Thanks for joining. User 108. Thanks for joining. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Edrian Nakant G. Sup, G? Join. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Thank you. And that was the first time I ever, and only for the Tebow. I Tebowed up in the 600 level, 300 level of the Broncos Stadium up there. Me and my buddy Shane. You met Shane. Shane, what up, brother? Yeah, we was out here. Yeah, went to that game. Yeah. Tebow's man. I mean, he made every game close and somewhat exciting, even though it was like watching paint dry.
I liked him.
But yeah.
I liked him. What's up, Gregory?
What's up, Mr. Bond?
What's happening?
No, it's not. It's talking about Tim Tebow and the Broncos.
We're talking about Tim Tebow and Tony got peed on by a squirrel.
Yeah. Not at the same time, but there's time.
And
so, nice win. Hurricanes, they almost gave it up again, Greg.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that was, I thought they were going to crush it. All of a sudden, they just, the 19 unanswered in the fourth, but they look good, though.
But you know what? We stopped playing. You know what
I mean? Kind of like the Notre Dame game. You just kind of let it go at the end right there. But
yeah, you got to keep playing, right?
Okay, all right, dudes. I'm gonna run the intro real quick, and then we'll dive into all the stuff. Tony, like usual, after the intro, give us a standard Tony intro. In 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, America. It's Sports and Tacos. It's October 5th. It's already week 5 in football. There's been a lot going on. My gosh. But you know what? We have an MLB great, Mr. Gregory Vaughn. We got the man in the shower, Mr. Bentley. And then we got Shotgun, Mr. Spencer Caddy. And then you got myself, the one and only TMP. We're coming at you live, guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. We already got football going on right now. Minnesota is ahead right now over Cleveland. But here we go. Shotgun.
Hey, did you give a shout out to that gentleman next to you, Tony?
Oh, right here.
Holy shit. Man, yeah. I'm sorry, America. I forgot my brother. The one and only Rob Bama Roll Tide.
Awesome. All right.
Sorry, brother.
All right, guys.
Another amazing NFL Sunday. And I know that we won't get into it, so let's just start with the U. What do you have to say about the U, Greg Vaughn, being the #1 team in college football?
Hey, it's early. We can still get better. I just think we have to finish better. You know what I mean? I think we have a tendency, to get up and then play not to lose. No, but I'm happy, man. This is good times. This is, we've been waiting a long time for this. I have to take back what I said about Carson Beck, man. He's proven to be the guy. So, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for all of us, U alum, and things are nice in South Beach.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like one of the best teams in the country, man. They do. Yeah.
That quarterback, man, when he's on sync, man, he lands that ball right in those numbers. Holy cow. And he could scramble.
Nobody really knew. I mean, other than Georgia playing just a crazy SEC schedule last year and him just getting beat up by the best defenses in all of college football every week. I mean, I guess that's what the NFL is like, but then you got NFL O linemen protecting you. Just, going to the U, that's starting to look in the ACC, kind of starting to look like, and not going to the draft. This season, man, imagine that if he comes back, Miami can somehow, I don't know, go deep in the playoffs, even maybe win a championship. Then he goes from, because I think he probably would have fallen out of the first round if he would have entered the draft to, like being a top 10 pick in the draft and maybe walking away with a national championship. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. Pretty good decision making. So.
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about another college quarterback that's supposed to be playing great. Guess what? Mr. Archie Manning. Yeah, buddy. Man, you in the SEC, boy. You played a 1-3 Florida Gators, and
that's a good Florida Gator team still, that 1-3.
Yep. You know what? All the hype, I think the hype is getting to this kid. He has to calm down, relax, talk to his uncles or grandpa.
Yeah.
I
mean, the kid, he's probably what, 19? I don't know. I can't, because I've been, all over Bo Nix. I don't know. I mean, his last name is still Manning. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he don't necessarily. I don't think he's coming out in the draft this year. Anyways,
so I think he needs another season to warm up.
At least, yeah.
So. And the only other,
I think he just needs some time. I think, a lot of pressure was put on him. He can't play defense. They were giving up big chunk plays running the ball. So I think. But when you're supposed to be elite, you're elite, right? So see what happens. Elite care,
Hey,
like
how you guys doing?
When Spencer tried to put your boy Nick's in that elite category, I mean, you got to pump your brakes a little bit. One good year, good half season of football, you can't put him in there with the Elways and the Montanas and Marinos, I mean, look at Herbert. They tried to do the same thing with him this year. He's playing good. It's a long year. It's you gotta let these guys, mature and go at their pace.
It's so hard when you're like, a fan. Hey,
Greg, I'm a Niner fan. Look, I mean, it's hard for everybody that's a fan. I mean,
Greg, I was thinking about something.
I want Purdy to be Montana right now. I want him to be Mike Jones. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. I mean, if he could play like Mike Jones, we'd be all right.
Mike Jones.
How about those 49ers? Wow. That was a game. Lamar should take notes from Mac Jones. That's playing
Mac
with
Jones.
So should Herbert.
Hey, we got the guy from Philly logging in live from the bayou in the backwoods of Alabama.
How you guys doing? Go Birds. Are we on TV?
It's going to be.
I think we'll give you a good hug, but it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a long day in Philly.
Are we on TV? Should I put my shirt on?
No, yeah. I don't know.
I didn't know.
Hey, man, that's what the South does, bro.
Represent Alabama. Come on now.
Why do people
put
feel
my shirt on?
the need
I didn't know we'd be on TV.
on our
Is this
podcast?
live?
Like,
We're live.
I don't think anybody takes us serious. Anyways, hey Greg, when's the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl? Was it the 90s?
No, the 80s. I mean, it's been a minute.
No, it was Steve Young.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Steve Young. That's right. Steve Young.
Sorry about that, guys. I thought you were gonna have one of the pretty girls on, and where are they, Spencer?
I don't know where they're. It's too early in the morning, man. They're always like, "Oh, I'll do Monday night, but 8:30 in LA is too early." So,
well, I got my Sam Bradford shirt on. It was $10 when he got cut.
Nice.
Clearance discount. Sam Bradford.
And when people don't know, when I'm outside Philly, don't care, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You're.
But but my best story is I picked up 3 Nick Foles ones like that. Then I left Denver when I was living there, and I had them hanging in storage. That was the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And I got back to my storage unit, and I had 3 Nick Foles shirts when he was like, immortal at that point. So they were worthless when I left Denver and put them in storage, and they weren't when I got back. So that's like the greatest story of my life.
The greatest investment that Ian ever made.
Yeah.
Nick Foles jerseys. Sweet.
When he got cut for $10 a pop.
They're like, "Thank you for the Super Bowl, sir. Here is your waiver."
That's when I lived with you on when I had that story. I emptied out the storage unit. I was living with you on Logan, and remember my girlfriend moved in, and I was just like, that was 7 years ago, man. Time flies.
That was fun times.
Time flies.
Logan Street. Good times.
Yeah.
Crushing
we used to
real
walk
estate.
that piano bar for like $3 nachos.
Charlie Brown.
Yes. When
Love
food
that.
was affordable.
Yeah, wings. Affordable.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Football. So let's just do a quick review of last week. Somebody is down to 200 tacos, not 250 tacos, because he was the only guy that believed in Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. So we'll go around the circle and get our thoughts. Bama, you can start us off because you are a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
Is Mahomes and the Chiefs awake? What happened? Or is your guys' defense just putrid?
Yeah, we're pretty bad, man. Defense isn't that great. Kansas City's waking up a little bit also, but yeah, I don't know. Baltimore just don't want to try right now. It seems like they go toe to toe for like a quarter or two, and then all of a sudden they just kind of give it up. And Lamar's not gonna be able to help us today because he's out. But Kansas City's starting to play a little bit better, but Lamar's playing a lot worse than they should be this year, and I'm not quite sure exactly why they're not gelling, but. Yeah, hopefully they can get this figured out after the 3 weeks that we won't have Lamar in the bye at the end and get this thing going.
So I guess I'll just turn it into buy-sell. Are you buying or selling your Ravens? Yeah.
To make the playoffs, buy 100%.
Okay. Are you buying or selling Mahomes and the Chiefs basically coming back to life?
What do you mean by going like the Super Bowl this year back to life?
No, just making a playoff run.
I see them doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. TMP.
The Ravens, beginning of the season, it was in all the papers, all Vegas, everything. They were going to go to the Super Bowl. They were going to represent AFC. Now it's kind of hard to say right now, and we also got a banged up Lamar Jackson. He's banged up, and then you got an all-pro running back where. When he's on, he's hot, but he also fumbles. He's got I don't know. And the defense is letting them run these big giant plays where they get into third down, but then in that third down they throw a 25-yarder or they run for 40. It's just one of those. So I'm not buying right now.
So you're not okay. So are you buying or selling the Ravens?
Right now I'm selling, man.
Okay, and then buy or sell Kansas City Chiefs to make, we'll just say, a playoff run?
A playoff run? I'm buying.
No, maybe one and done on them.
Yeah, one and done, but I'm buying on them. They're, the last 2 games they played excellent against the Baltimore Ravens. They played excellent last week. I just see, I got to buy them right now.
Bentley Fierro.
I mean, the Ravens should have been sold ever since they drafted Lamar. I'm telling you guys, this guy makes an excuse not to play. He makes an excuse. I'm sick. I'm tired. My mom doesn't like my contract. The guy's not a leader. He's not cut out to be the face of the franchise. And again, clearly shows this guy is looking for every excuse. I mean, he's got the media backing him up. I mean, does ever anyone once say, like, hey, guys, this is inexcusable. Get out there and play. No, it's always, it's okay. Oh, he's a little tired. He's a little sick. Lamar is not going to cut it. Lamar needs to be traded or cut as soon as possible. War with that guy. That's simple.
Ding, ding, ding. Round 1.
Greg Vaughn, what are your thoughts on that?
I think I'm selling Baltimore just because that division and they're too far in the hole. I just think they become. I mean, they were known for being a physical team, right? And now they want to do 5 wide every single play, and Lamar's running around back there. Last game, Derrick Henry got the ball five times. I mean, how does he touch the ball 5 times? I mean, you have to get back to your identity. Putting so much on Lamar, you know what I mean, and get back to the running game, and maybe they have a chance. But I'm definitely buying Kansas City. I think Kansas City they're getting pieces back. They're starting to gel. They're starting to look, like the Kansas City Chiefs of old, and they're going in the right direction. But I'm definitely selling Baltimore, buying Kansas City.
Got it. Guy from Philly.
I see Lamar as like a James Harden or a Kirk Cousins, glorious stat guys that they don't know how to win, And I think the Ravens roster might be a little bit weak right now. They're at the end of their cycle of power, so they need to reload.
Yeah.
And I just see the Steelers. Tomlin always wins somehow, or does he wins in So I think they're just up against too much.
And that's why I disagree with you right there. Oh, yeah, right there, because Baltimore's in that division, which still gives them a chance. I mean, the Cincinnati's not going to do anything.
They might get the 7th spot. But it's just they're not.
The only competition is Pittsburgh, and they still got to play them twice right now. So as long as Baltimore can not go 0-2 in these next 2 games without Lamar, they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Need a split is what you're saying.
Well, more like a hamstring, but no. Yeah.
So here, I just have this. Well, it's not a theory, but the cream always seems to rise to the top. I believe that's science. So, Mahomes, are you buying or selling the Chiefs? No matter what.
Buying. I mean, they just had a tough. I mean, they had to play the Eagles. It's not like they're losing. They're going to beat up on weaker teams. They're going to be 11-5, 12-6, somewhere around there. They'll be fine. They're a playoff team. Mahomes is just, he's got that Jordan thing going on where he just wins.
Right.
And he's got the talent. Whereas Jalen Hurts is more like Aikman. He's got a questionable skill. Like he's not a great quarterback, but he's a leader of men, and he's a winner. And that's what Aikman was. If you ever look at Troy Aikman's stats, they're not great. But he led men, and he was a competitor, a great competitor. And Mahomes has got the Jordan where he's got all 3. He's a great athlete, great player, great competitor, and leader of men.
Yeah.
And then you've got Andy Reid too. They'll figure it out. And Reid always plays his best Reid was unusually great in November, December with questionable rosters in Philly, even because some of his rosters in Philly weren't that good, and he won.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the best Chiefs roster, but I think it's just Reid and Mahomes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Reid are going to make something happen.
From last week, just I want to get the week in review. We were talking. I guess I was kind of talking about just the overall not good quarterback play in the NFL. I was chatting with a buddy at work the other day. Can you name how many for sure Hall of Fame quarterbacks are playing in the NFL right now? Ben,
Let's see. You got Joe Flacco. You got Aaron Rodgers. You have.
Yeah. You got two. Okay. The answer is two. Mahomes and Aaron
Rodgers. If Lamar is probably gonna go in that direction too.
Maybe he's got to win.
Jalen Hurts if he wins another one. I mean,
you get 2 Super Bowls, you got to go.
Yeah,
2 Super Bowls, you're good. I mean, but if he wins 4 MVPs, Rodgers,
the Russell and
hey Russell Wilson.
And
Russell destroy himself.
That was our discussion last week, man. If you put Russell Wilson in, you might need to put Joe Flacco in.
He's going in.
Joe Flacco's going in.
I think it'd be the other way around. I mean, Flacco's
and you got to remember the NFL is different than every other Hall of Fame. They put 10, 11 guys every single year. You know what I mean? So it's different than baseball and basketball.
But here's the thing, too, in the NFL, everyone is getting too tied up now with stats because they're like, oh, look at these stats and these numbers, which, yeah, I understand stats mean something. But let's look at the real gameplay, like Lamar. He's got amazing stats, but we all know this guy ain't going to take you to the promised land. He's lousy. Then you got other guys like Eli Manning who don't have the greatest stats, but heck, you want him when you're on the road on a playoff game to win it. So that's what we got to look at.
You can have him. I don't want him. Right? Yeah.
guys. We have somebody commenting. There's somebody named Bison XXL. Gary McInley has been commenting on the show. Gary, what's up? You should be on the show, not commenting. That's all right. Gary could be the heckler. He could be the show heckler. It would be great. He says it's not even halfway through the season. They'll come around. He says, Tony, it's a lot of this stuff I don't think I can say on the air. But, hey, guys, we got a commenter.
But who's coming around? What team?
So, anyway, no, wait. There's nothing wrong with him. He plays good football. It's just a playbook. This is the first season under a different playbook. Plus, that defense did not help. Bama,
who are we talking about?
and Tony, you guys
who are we talking about?
Who is we talking about?
He says, Spencer, you're getting old. I think he's talking about Lamar. I'm guessing he's talking about Lamar. So anyways.
So he's defending Lamar.
I think so. I think Gary's defending Lamar Jackson. So
Gary, I mean, look, hey, Lamar, it's a great guy, in the personal level, it's a great guy. He's an asset to the community. But here, I mean, how much more time are we going to give him on this job? How much more time can we give the guy to say, all right, this time you're going to do it? Remember, Joe Flacco, his second season, won a Super Bowl. His first season went to the playoffs, winning on the road. So,
his defense was giving up 2.5 points, though, too.
But
there was this guy named Ray Lewis back then, too.
Ray Lewis was the heartbeat of the team.
Him and Ed Reed were the heartbeat of the team.
If you had to
and
score
that
4
defensive
points,
tackle they had, too.
Yeah. If you had to win 4 points, score 4 points to win a game, God bless him.
They probably had 5 Hall of Famers on that defense.
But here's the flip side, guys. If you all recall this, Ray Lewis was an amazing leader. And remember, when they lost that playoff game with the kick going wide left or right, after that, Ray Lewis went in the locker room and said, nobody blame the kicker. This is all of us. We lose and we win together. We'll be here next year. What happens next year? They go and win the Super Bowl.
That defense was all Miami, right, Greg?
Yeah.
That was all to you. That was all this right here.
Let's not forget one more thing. When Lamar last year said, "Oh, the tight end didn't catch the ball. It's all his fault." And then here's the tight end giving
I didn't hear him say
apology.
That.
Unexcusable. Lamar should be like, "Hey guys, no, we're one team. We're brothers. We're going to lose and win together, and that's it. End of story." But this time they go with a media tour and saying, "Oh, the tight end couldn't do it."
Bama, did he say that? I didn't hear him say that.
I never heard Lamar say that. Yeah,
I haven't heard Lamar say that either.
Hey, Gary,
I heard him defend his tight end.
Gary McKinley, I got to let you know something about the man in the shower, Mr. Bentley. He's not a big Lamar fan, as you can tell. And he's been battling a couple seasons already on this. And I think it's a tie right now, but it might go into extra. You know what I mean? But
listen.
And one example. Look at Matt Jones, the way he played. Holy smokes.
The point that I'm trying to get at here, okay, if you go back and I've said this many times, and you go back and you look at Super Bowl champions, they're typically, not always, but typically quarterbacked by a great quarterback. So, that being said, you got Mahomes, you got Rodgers, at least in my book, that are for sure Hall of Famers right now. So I just want to do a quick review of the up and coming kids, because we were talking about this on the show the other day. So Penix last week, 20 of 26, 313 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think I might be buying Penix down in Atlanta.
I think you need to get off these quarterbacks, Vince. You're stuck on these quarterbacks. We need to get on the defenses because we're giving up way too many points.
But here's where I'm going with this, Greg. If you go back, or is it Super Bowl 60 this year? I think it is, right? Anybody know? I think it's whatever. I think it's almost been 60 Super Bowls. Only of those 60 Super Bowl champions, I think there's only like 6 that you can honestly say the defense was the cause of winning that Super Bowl. All the rest were led almost always by an amazing quarterback. I mean, even go back to last year. I'm not Jalen Hurts and the offense is not the reason they won that Super Bowl. It was the defense. 2015 Broncos. PFM was not the reason we won that Super Bowl. It was our defense. 2000 Ravens. Who was that? Was that 2003 Buccaneers? Brad Johnson. Who's Brad Johnson? Trent Dilfer. 2000 Buccaneers. 1985 Bears. Jim McMahon. That's all I'm saying is just what I'm trying to just look at here is who is the up and coming stars of the future. And it might not be who we think it is. It could be Penix. And a person I'm keeping my eye on because – and it's nothing against like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, blah, 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 blah. But you're starting to see like Drake May is starting to quietly put up good numbers. Penix is starting to put up good numbers. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the future because in stocks, I like to make money. I don't gamble on sports. I gamble on players and cards. So I want to buy low and sell high. I might start buying up Drake May and Penix stuff because right now get them for dirt cheap.
If you're gonna go there, you might as well throw in the man in the showers boy because Justin's stepping up pretty damn good.
And let's not forget one more thing. Where the hell did the Colts come from? Daniel Jones. Why are the Colts like pretty goddamn good, man? And then let's not forget this guy Dart from the Giants. Where'd that guy come from now?
Yes. So
one game.
Okay.
And one more. Let's throw in Mac Jones because I don't know what it is about the 49ers.
Well, I think,
but damn the 49ers.
I think it's Kyle Shanahan.
They have a good quarterback problem. There was and Mac Jones, I believe. Nice to see that guy come from out of nowhere and finally pick it up. And you saw that guy playing with nothing but heart. I'm not a Niners fan, but I could tell you this. What I saw in that game, that's where you can become a fan of a team where you see where they are playing like they're dying for each other. They're I mean, these guys, unbelievable that game.
But it goes back to it goes back to Bill Walsh. All these guys come from Bill Walsh. Whether it's the dad, whether it's the sons. I mean, it's the system. 3-step, 4-step drop, get it out of your hand, run heavy offense, and I don't want to say game manager, but don't turn over the ball. You know what I mean? Don't turn over the ball. So I mean, it was Castle. It was it's just so many of these quarterbacks that you can plug and play in certain systems. That's why I don't understand organizations that draft quarterbacks and then try to change the quarterback. I mean, you got to change your system to address the quarterback.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Kyle Shanahan, wherever he's gone, he's always made amazing quarterbacks. That's the crazy. But you got to makes it look so damn easy.
Yeah, he came in though when New England though as a rookie, questionable first-round pick, in a bad situation. It's just like that was a terrible situation. End of a dynasty, terrible roster.
Remember what he did with the Falcons?
Yeah, Matt Jones. Matt Jones.
You had a coach that hates quarterbacks. It's like being a pitcher and being under Lou Piniella. You know what I mean? He hates pitchers. Now, he had nothing. He had nowhere to go but down in that situation in New England. And I just think, it's look at your guy in Seattle now. I mean, once again, it's that West Coast offense. It's the don't Vikings West Coast offense. It's get the ball out of your hand and go from there.
But, hey guys, I got to run though.
Just amazing. Did you see the pressure Mac was
Bill
under?
Walsh, you know what I mean? It's that Bill Walsh mentality.
Yeah, I skipped the first half of church for you guys, so I got to roll. But
cool. Okay, then Ian, real quick. Let's dive into Broncos Phillies. So I think the Broncos. I think the Broncos go into Philly today. Broncos 23, Eagles 20.
I agree on a couple of things. The Eagles are due for a loss.
Knicks got some confidence last week against the Bengals. Our defense is just as good as yours, and you guys got to lose sooner or later.
That's my theory too. And I'd rather lose a non-conference game right now and bring the team back to earth. I'd rather lose this game than lose to the Giants next week, type thing. You know what I mean? And I actually put $5 on the Broncos to win outright on the fact that I always lose my bets. I'm not like Tony, so it's got a win-win. Either I'm going to win like 985, or I'm going to the Eagles are going to win. So it's just
hell yeah.
So the Eagles might win just because I bet against them. So
it's reverse.
I always lose my bets. All right, guys, great to see you. Go Blue.
All right, thanks, guy from Philly. Ian, have a good day. We'll bring you back on soon. Thanks for your always good NFL expertise. Tony, we'll dive into Broncos because Broncos Eagles.
I think it's going to be a knuckle buster. I think it's going to be a fisticuff, and yes, I see the tush push maybe happening twice. But at the same time, I like, our defense finally had confidence from last week. Our quarterback was actually finally cooling down, even though that pick in the end zone was tough. But you know what? It's Philadelphia. It's the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. You got Jalen Hurts, Mr. Super Bowl MVP. You got number 26 in the backfield where he was the NFL MVP. And then, we got to talk about their wide receivers. Come on, man. Even only Brown had only 2 receptions last week. He wasn't even a matter of the game. They still did pretty damn good. But you know what? Like I said, it's going to be a knuckle buster, and I think it's going to be a close game. I see a 3-point game.
Yeah, same here.
I just don't know if I'm going to go high or I'm going to go low. But I see a 3-point game, and of course I'm rooting for my Broncos. But
yeah. Tony, can I ask you real quick? Is this game your pick of the day?
No.
Okay, so give me then go ahead and just because the Eagles are favored by 4.5. So of course I'm Homer Simpson. I'm taking the Broncos all day long. I think even if the Broncos do lose this game, I need to see. Okay, I think it's a close game. I think it's. I'm really hoping it's a close game. Okay. I see the Broncos either winning or losing this game by 3 points or less. I don't think it's going to be a very fun game to watch.
I understand what you're saying, but you know what, Spencer, you're forgetting the hard part. It's like Ian said earlier, he'd rather lose to a non-conference team to a conference team, and I get that. But you know what? We have enough surprise where we could probably beat these guys. I know they're the world champions. I know it's in their house. I know they throw batteries at Santa. It's just, I get it. It's going to be a tough game, but I'm still rooting for my boys. I like them.
I need to see. I want to see this is like 2 things. How much fight is in the Bo Nix doll? This is the kind of game where a star could be born. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, I know you're talking about a quarterback, but hey, let's talk about the defense. We're going against a guy that is a running back, but he also throws the ball. And he also has an NFL superstar running back in the backfield, and you're not including his wide receivers and tight end.
Yeah.
I hate sticking up for Philadelphia Eagles, but they're good. There's a reason why they won the Super Bowl, and the reason why they won the Super Bowl was because of their defense. Their offense, of course, scored. They were there, but their defense won. See, and if Broncos starts feeling strong about our defense and everybody's healthy, maybe our talks might be talking Super Bowl. But right now, we just got to start day by day.
Greg Vaughn, you got no dog in this fight, I'm guessing. What are your thoughts on this game?
No. You know what? I'm a Jalen Hurts fan just because everything he's endured, everything from college all the way up, he's handled himself first class. They say he's not a winner. They say he's not a great quarterback, and all he does is win. The national championship game, Super Bowl, no matter what the adversity is, he always takes the high road. But to address what you were saying, Spencer, I agree with Tony. Until you start talking about the Broncos, like the front of the name instead of the Knicks name in the back, Bo Nix is not going to win you guys a championship. It's going to be your defense, and it's going to be your running game and play action pass and screen game like you guys do. And now that Bo Nix has dropped back 30 and 40 times a game, that's not – you can't win like that. You can't win like that. I think you're just trying to add on – you're putting too much pressure on Bo Nix to be this guy, that he might not ever become. You know what I mean? I think they have good pieces. And that's not to say he can't be an all-pro. That's not to say he can't be a good quarterback. But, just do what he's supposed to do. Quit, I think trying to put him up there with, Josh Allen and Patrick right now. I mean, how many guys can you put up there with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes right now?
Like nobody.
Yeah.
So I think you should stop the conversation right there because.
But okay.
Let me ask you guys a question. How is it that Sean Payton? Here's the thing. I was before thinking Sean Payton was the equivalent of a Kyle Shanahan, but clearly it shows now Kyle Shanahan is a way better offensive mastermind with these quarterbacks. He gets these guys out of nowhere and just makes them look so great. So what is it that Shanahan is doing that Sean Payton cannot do? And Payton does have a Super Bowl win. So what is it that he's doing?
His daddy, bro. Mike Shanahan, Bill Walsh, the West Coast offense. I mean, think about how many Super Bowls have been won from the West Coast.
So why don't other people implement it?
Bill Walsh created. If you have quarterbacks that can run that offense, you can. And I mean, okay, the Denver Broncos. They're in the 90s. It's in the. I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying this. The West Coast offense is based on a 50-50 split. Okay? So basically, you run the ball 50% of the time, you throw the ball 50% of the time. And then everything else is a lot of the passes are based on play action, sprint right option, sprint left option. If the defense is always guessing, they never really know what's coming at you, and you can run that offense. Any quarterback in the world that can run that offense can win football games.
Yeah, Shanahan has proven that. Kyle Shanahan, my goodness. Remember,
Mike Shanahan.
Purdy,
the 97-98 Broncos were literally a 50-50 split run pass. So if you stack that line and then they audible to a sprint to something, and you have a quarterback that is accurate, can throw on the run, and run great play action, which Bo Nix is great at. Here's something I'm kind of overall maybe not worried about with Bo Nix, but again, Sean Payton sees him every day in practice. Is Bo Nix's ceiling kind of a Terry Bradshaw, Troy Aikman? You're not going to let him just go out and Brett Favre, John Elway your way to victory. It has to be the system. I guess you would say system-ish quarterback, because if you take the leash off of him and let him just start chucking the rock all over the field, again, I said this last week, Sean Payton knows you're going to end up with Jameis Winston stats where it's 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and you lose the game by a field goal. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I said that last week. I don't think Sean Payton necessarily trusts what Bo Nix brings to the table when he's back there making his decisions. I mean, kind of showed it every game. We make some sort of bonehead interception or down the field play where it can cost him a game. And in a sense, that's cost him a couple of games this year. So I definitely think Sean Payton is not 100% confident in Bo Nix back there.
And I just think too that once again, I mean, the NFL is hard, and people are studying films on both sides of the ball. They're making adjustments. They're learning his tendencies. They know what he likes to do. He was a new kid on the block last year, and he had good numbers. I just think we spend a lot of time talking about Bo Nix, trying to make him into something he might not ever become. And then he might become, like I said, an all-pro. He might become a 1-2-time Super Bowl champion, but he has to evolve and, go at a maturity level of what's right for Bo Nix. You know what I mean? And, and as he gets older, he'll comprehend the system more, and he'll see, experience. You can't replace experience with anything. The more times he looks out there and sees what he sees, Aaron Rodgers, you could throw the kitchen sink at him. He's seen everything. Bo Nix has not seen everything yet. He's still learning. So you have to give him that little window or to continue to grasp. You know what I mean? It's a hard league. I mean, it's but I just think we spend a lot of time talking about Bo Nix, and hey, we could talk about Sam Darnold right now, what he's doing. I mean, that's my game. I think Seattle's going to
same with Danny Jones. Same with Daniel Jones.
But I would say Daniel Jones getting out of New York was the best thing for him. But I would say with Sam Darnold, he's done it over the last 3 years. Back in the West Coast system, he's done it over the last. See, I'm about how many times have you done it? I don't like the flash in the pan type of guy. Oh, he's having a good 2 weeks, so let's throw him in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? It's just same thing with baseball. Oh, the guy had a good first half. Shit, he's hitting 190 the second half. Guys make adjustments. Stuff happens. I don't get too high, don't get too low. You know what I mean? You just got to stay somewhere in between. Just take one win at a time with Bo Nix, and hopefully he can turn out to be another Sam Darnold or your guy down there in Tampa. You know what I mean? You're putting him above those guys. He's not above those guys yet.
Yeah.
He's not above Jason he's not above Daniels yet.
Yes, maybe the moral of the story is let's bring those expectations down just a notch for Mr. Bo Nix.
Or let's
win football games. It's all about W's. So
yeah, it's all about W. If he's winning, what else do you want? If he's winning and you guys are, making the playoffs, that's a good thing. If you want him to have 440 yards and 5 touchdowns and go, 40 for 40, I think you should play that, the video game football or something. You know what I mean?
Funny. All right, so let's put our money where our mouth is here real quick and get off this freaking Bronco game. So the Phillies are favored by 4.5. I'm taking the Broncos to cover that 4.5 all day. Bama, $1 million.
Well, I was looking at that, man. Yeah, really tough game. Good defense. Both teams that way. Offense is pretty similar. I'm going to go with experience, and I'm going to go with the fact that Philly's not lost a game by less than 5 points the last 3 weeks. They've beaten the Rams, they've beaten the Buccaneers, and they've beaten us. Where the hell it was by that. So I'm going to take Philly, and I'm going to give up the 4.5.
Got it, Tony.
I'm a homer. I'm going Broncos, taking points.
Buddy. Greg Vaughn, $1 million at the Bill Sportsbook. What you?
I'm going Philly. I'm going with the team that's hot. They're playing at home in a hostile environment. West Coast to East Coast, basically going to play. It's no time, only an hour, but still, it's. I think Philly. They're gelling, and I think they're going to get the big boy the ball too. So your boy Surtain, he's gonna have to buckle up today.
Bentley.
I think Philly, they know it's not a division game, and I do see Philly playing a little relaxed, and I think the Broncos defense will match up and hold them down. So I will give a very low-scoring game, and I'm going to give it to the Broncos on this one.
I just need to see something, okay? I just don't want to wake up tomorrow and see Bo Nix's stats, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Well, if you got a W, who cares?
See him cowboy up and win a game, okay?
Well, then hey, Spencer, on that note, what you just said, that must be one good thing if we got that W. That means we actually ran the ball great, like we did last week. J.K. Dobbins got 103 yards.
Spencer, like Greg said, go buy the Madden game and play that.
But at some point in time, the quarterback is going to have to make a play in a game like this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to make a play because it's gonna be a dog fight.
Just beating that.
Anyways, I'll drop it. The next game today that I'm fully interested in, Tampa Bay at Seattle. Seattle is favored by 3.5.
That's tough there.
I'm taking. Give me Baker in the hook in this game. I don't know why. Just again, I'm playing the hook in this game. What are you guys' thoughts?
Seattle at home. That defense. That defense is a beast. They're out. Tampa's without Mike Evans. They're out with Bucky. They're out a couple of offensive linemen, and I don't care who it is. To go play in Seattle is tough, dude.
Yeah. Bucky Evans for sure is going to hurt him right there, being gone. Plus, you have the offensive lineman here. Yeah, on the road. Yeah, I'm counting with Greg on that right there, man. I'd go Seattle.
I'm going to be taking the Seahawks. Okay. And TMP. If
all day Seahawks.
Just if one of these games is your pick of the day, announce it, okay? Because I have no idea what your pick of the day is. So, what are your thoughts on this game?
No, I like. Hey, man, I'm jumping on the bus with all the boys, man. You're going into a mean Seattle zone, man. What do they call it?
They're the 12th man.
They're the 12th man, and there's a reason for it, but it sure is awesome. But nah, Tampa Bay's too banged up, too beat up, too everything up. And I think Seattle is going to step up, including with that backfield that they have. They have Kenny Walker, the 3, and then they got that Chardonnay guy. Boy, oh boy, man, they're good.
Mr. Chardonnay.
Yeah, man, they're good.
Chardonnay.
But now that's
Pinot Noir, sir. Pinot Noir. No, sorry.
And before I forget, Lamar reminds me of the player that used to play for the Cardinals, Rod Tidwell.
What the heck's Lamar with you two? What the hell?
You guys remember the wide receiver Rod Tidwell for the Cardinals?
Show me the money. Show me the money, Bentley.
Jeez.
Help me, help you.
We're going to put up a jar for both Bentley and Spencer. Instead of swear jars, it's going to be the Bo Nix Lamar jar. And if you say any word about either of those two guys, you got like $20 in the jar.
All right. So what do you guys think? Mac Jones should stay in or bring back?
I wasn't going there yet.
Yeah, I would keep Mac Jones in there. They're too hot with him.
Because I would keep Mac Jones. Mr. Greg Vaughn a couple weeks ago.
You gave Purdy the extension
about
for
a possible.
Yeah, you know what? I think you have the luxury with Matt Jones that you don't have to rush Purdy back. Make sure he's 100% healthy. Make sure he's 100% healthy so you don't have what happened in week 3 happen again, down the line. You have 10 days before our next game. If he's not healthy, you start Matt Jones. If he's not healthy the next week, you start Matt Jones. But he has to be able to get the ball at least 20 yards down the field. He has to be able to, because our whole offense is built on timing and, route running. So you got to get these guys the ball in certain positions. And as we seen that day, whether he could push off his foot or not, he wasn't able to do that. So right now you have the luxury of not rushing him back. But when it's his turn, it's his team. All he's done is taken us to, conference championship games time after time. So he's earned his, he's earned the respect to, as they say, you don't lose your job to an injury, right? And he has 175 million ways of guaranteed money that you got to you can't justify.
So we could say this, right? I mean, again, I'm not a Niners fan, but that's some serious. They played. The 49ers can beat anybody in the NFL.
Yeah. I think they would have 2-3 Super Bowl, and this is just me being me, if Kyle Shanahan had a legit ass quarterback. They would have 2 or 3 rings over the last 3-4 years. That's all.
And is the defense better with Robert Saleh?
I think there you go. Because once again, the defense last year we gave up 40 points like it was nothing every single week. Now we lose Greenlaw to you guys in Denver. We lose. We're plug and play Armstead's in Jacksonville. We're losing guys. Bosa's in and out. You know what I mean? So, and Saleh's. I know Spencer says it's the quarterback, but but it's a lot easier when you have to score 15 points than 47 points. You know what I mean? And I just feel like we had to score 47 points before. And if it's me, and if I know the defense is a little bit suspect, I'm slowing the game down, man. We can run the ball. We run the ball, pound the football, eliminate the possessions the other team has. But these guys, these new age coaches, and with all the physics and analytics, hey, it's 5 wide every single time. Throw it, 3 and out, and we go for it, 4th and 1. Punt the ball, man. Punt the ball.
That's why I brought up that statistic of the Super Bowl is, when you play the odds, doesn't matter what team you are in the NFL. I just look at Super Bowl champions. 10% of Super Bowl champions have won that championship from their defense. The other 90% have won from having basically a great quarterback.
Spencer, but
we can do a review if you guys.
That's a skewed stat though, because
I'm just saying the odds of winning a Super Bowl from having a great defense are much less than from having a great quarterback. That's all.
Every one of those Super Bowl champion with the great quarterbacks you're talking about, one had an elite defense on their backside also.
You're not you can't say that. You can't say they had been good.
I guarantee you go back. I bet you the top 5 at least.
85 Bears. I mean, the 97-98 Broncos, that was not elite by any means.
Spencer, you are not even listening to what you're saying, brother. Every one of those Super Bowl teams has an elite deal. That's top 5 at least, top 5, 6. So you don't get in there with a 23rd ranked defense.
Yes, I'm all about defense. Just you're probably more likely winning the Super Bowl with a Hall of Fame quarterback than a Hall of Fame defense.
Well, Spencer, okay, so that's a big difference. Spencer, I guarantee you, if I have a Hall of Fame quarterback and I don't have a Hall of Fame quarterback, my odds of me winning the Super Bowl are how many of us have Hall of Fame quarterbacks?
Yeah.
People win it without having a Hall of Fame quarterback. But I just think the more you can play team football, you're going to win a Super Bowl.
Sure.
Because
I agree with that.
And I agree with Bama. I mean, these quarterbacks also had great special teams. You don't even talk about special teams. Special teams wins Super Bowl. When it comes down to playoff games and Super Bowl, special teams play a big factor. How many kicks have been missed where teams don't win? Jim Kelly was a great quarterback. He never won a Super Bowl because special teams, the guy couldn't kick. So I think the luxury is to have a Patrick Mahomes or a Joe Montana or John Elway or Bo Nix, but you know what I mean? I just think like I said, that place where they wear those yellow jackets, man, that's a special place. And I mean, it's hard, man. The Broncos were supposed to live on their defense this year. To me, the difference between this year and last year, it could be Bo Nix, but the defense hasn't shown me half of what they did last year. You're asking Bo Nix to put up 40 points every day. It's hard.
Yeah. Okay.
And your Hall of Fame quarterback in Patrick Mahomes got shut out by a good defense last year in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Defense wins championships. It's just over. I'm just going to leave it at that. 60s. Go back and look at all 60 Super Bowl winners. So, anyways, today a game that for me has become much more interesting is the Commanders at the Chargers, because I think Jaden Daniels is back today. So the Chargers are favored by 2.5. I would have taken the Chargers all day. That could end up being the funnest game to watch of the week with Jaden Daniels being back.
Is Debo still hurt? Is Debo?
No, they confirmed him. He's playing today.
Okay, so I know McLaren's out. I was wondering, so he's got Debo to throw to, and it's okay. That's good.
And we didn't get into it, but how the Chargers went and laid an egg in New York last week. Obviously, they're going to be motivated. Harbaugh, I would not have wanted to be in that practice, all week this week with the Chargers. But Jaden Daniels is coming back. Chargers are favored by 2.5 at Los Angeles. Oh, man, it's going to be a fun game to watch. Let's start with Tony the Greek. What is your thoughts on this game?
I think it's going to be a great game, too.
What's that?
I think it's going to be a great game, too. You got two up-and-coming quarterbacks going to go head-to-head, and I'm sure this is not going to be the first time they're going to be meeting up. But I'm going to lay my hands, and I'm going to touch some lightning bolts. I'm going to go Chargers today.
Got it. Tony. Bama. If you had to put $1 million on this game, Chargers 2.5. What you doing?
Yeah, Chargers at home, I think, should get the nod out there. I mean, motivation a little bit, after losing like they did last week. I know Jaden Daniels should be motivated after being out the last couple of weeks. He's going to be ready to play and chop at the bit there. But, like I say, East Coast team going West Coast.
Anybody got a
I'm going with the Chargers on this one.
Anybody know the over-under on this game? This could be like a good over game. I see this game being, a
47.5 according to ESPN. 47.5 on ESPN.
I think I'm taking the over on that.
I would take the under.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the under on that. With those defenses, too, I kind of think the Chargers defense, I think I would keep that a little lower than that.
Greg Vaughn, what's your thoughts on this game?
I think Chargers at home, and I think they just have too much rust. And your boy, like you said, he's down his best receiver. Eckler, big part of his offense is out too. So I just think they have to overcome too much. But this is a game where, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Washington did win. But if I had to put my money on it, I would go Chargers.
Got it. Bentley.
Chargers, I mean, this is a statement. They're not going to go back-to-back losing to NFC teams. And should be a statement game. As long as the Chargers win, I believe. But we may see, a pretty high-scoring game. As long as it's
okay. Well, let me ask this then. I have two questions. Like, what the heck happened in New York? Was that just kind of a letdown game? They just weren't. I know any given Sunday, just like a couple weeks ago, the Browns beat the Packers. Were the Chargers just not up for that game? So because
turnovers.
It was a 9:00 start for them.
Like they say, never underestimate your opponent. And the Chargers are like, it's New York. It's not a division game. And I do believe that. Like anything in football team, they'll go someplace and kind of be like, all right, if we don't win, we're good. And so on. Then there's the other one's like, okay, it's a must win. That's it. So
before that game, we were talking Chargers maybe repping the AFC in the Super Bowl. They were looking so good. And then you go into New York and just they get beat by the Giants. So I'm assuming we all would agree. Let me ask you this. We all would agree a Jaden Daniels-led Commanders is better than the Giants team, right? Commanders with Jaden Daniels is probably better than the New York Giants, whoever they're
playing.
Well, right now, yes, but we don't know what this Dart kid could do. Yeah. And, he did beat a good team last week. He also took their undefeatedness away from them. Yeah. Hey, you don't know, man. It's a box of chocolates. You got to open it up and see which one you got.
He's got Jaden Daniels now. It's the second year. Let's expect him not to be that great because they figured him out. And remember this. Who's the head coach? Dan Quinn. He always hits the roof pretty early, and then after that, they start tapering. So, yeah.
But, the one game I'm kind of interested in, it's not the pick of the day, but I like – and they've been surprising me. New England going into Buffalo. I think that's going to be fist-to-cuff fight.
Yeah.
I want to see a new uniform.
Oh, man. And the spread's only 7.5 in Buffalo, and because they know, hey, man – they look pretty darn good. And, with the New England Patriots, they got that tight end, Henry. Boy, man, he's like a wide receiver. This guy, that kid is doing good. And the quarterback,
Tony,
he's coming in.
Are you taking New England in the points here?
Nah, I'm just excited about this game because when you first saw it a couple of weeks ago, what the matchups are going to be for the Sunday night games, you're just going, oh, man, it's the Patriots and Buffalo's just going to steamroll them. I don't see that now.
Okay, well, yeah, they are. You just say
I think they're going to win by 10 points, okay, Buffalo.
Well, that's kind of steamrolling there.
Okay. Right now, I'm down to 200 tacos. I'm willing to risk another 50 tacos. Give me Drake May, up-and-coming future superstar Drake May and the New England Patriots and the points in this game. Because I love that hook. And, what it tells me, it was 8.5. It's come down to 7.5. So that's telling me that the Sharps and the Whales are also all over New England. You want to take that, Tony? 50 tacos?
Hey, we already bet. We're on.
50 tacos. I got New England plus the 7.5. Greg Vaughn, you got any thoughts on this game?
Which one are we talking about now?
We're talking about New England. New England is at Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 7.5.
I got Buffalo. I think it'll be a tough game, but Buffalo will win. The New England's in Buffalo too, so that's a tough place. That's a tough place to go and win and be on the road. Even though it's good a season as the quarterbacks having up there, I believe they always play them tough, but I just think Buffalo's too much.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on this game, Bentley?
Division game. I just would like to see an entertaining game. But yeah, give it to Buffalo. There's no excuse for them to lose at home. And they got the special uniforms, which look awesome. Should be Buffalo. Division game. I really want to see an entertaining division game. So hopefully maybe overtime or going right to the end of the clock, something like that.
Right. Okay. Then I just got one other game that's all of a sudden interesting. Then we'll get to Tony's pick of the day if this is not Tony's pick of the day. The Chiefs at Jacksonville. Chiefs are favored by 3.5. What are you guys' thoughts? I mean, I would like this a lot more.
No joke. They look great.
Yeah, Jacksonville's 3-1 right now.
Jacksonville's no joke. They're great. And guess who Jacksonville lost to? They lost to the Patriots.
Yeah. So
this would be a statement game for the Chiefs to actually win it. I believe so. Because Jacksonville's tough, and the Chiefs going over there. If the Chiefs can win this, it's going to show like, hey, these guys are still for real.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm wondering. Oh man, that's why to me, it's such a tough. What Chiefs? But I mean, I guess you have to kind of look at overtime. And it's 3.5. I would like it a lot more if it was 3. Chiefs go in, win, 30-27, 24-21, something like that. And then you at least get your push. That hook on this game, because I mean Jacksonville is tough, but it also could be a right kind of game.
Chiefs in the prime time.
You think? You think that's why you think the Chiefs have Mahomes is awake. The Chiefs have reawoken. I mean, they're on the road favorite. There is an old theory about home. It's God. We just don't know. I just don't know who the Chiefs are yet. And the reason is, I would like to say, oh man, they just whooped a great Baltimore team, but that's the problem. Baltimore all of a sudden is not
a great team right now.
That defense is definitely not a great defense.
And
going
looking at
Florida,
Jacksonville's
hot. Go ahead, Bama.
No, see, Jacksonville's they're coming off their bye week right there. They beat the 49ers last time they played. And
I haven't even thought about this. Is Trevor Lawrence quietly playing good?
He is, and Travis Etienne's having a pretty good backfield year too for him right now.
There you go. They're running the ball. He's not throwing the ball 60 times a game like he was last year.
Yeah. And they got Brian Robinson, and they got the other rookie receiver. So they're a very quietly good team right now, which is kind of but still, I don't know.
I would say the Chiefs, don't count them out. They know it's a long season, and I think they're starting off very mediocre, whatever. And then later on, I do believe we'll see the Chiefs start stepping it up. So I'm still not counting them out.
3.5. Okay, so the number is Chiefs favored by 3.5. You got to put $1 million on it. Bama, who you taking?
I'm taking Patrick Mahomes and the primetime lights to cover 3.5 over Sunshine and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just to play
reality.
I think they got enough time. They've got enough. Spagnola's going to have a little bit. He knows how to game plan for pretty much anybody, it seems like. I mean, he showed it with Baltimore last week before that. So I think he'll have something set up. Yeah.
Tony the Greek advised the world on this game.
I'm sorry, man. I like Jacksonville in this one. I like Sunshine. I like that young backfield they have. Their defense is good. Have you watched them? You're going to be watching them today.
Monday night.
Or Monday night. Okay, there we go. Prime time.
Greg Vaughn, you liking anything on this game, or are you staying away from this game?
No, I'm taking the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are collecting in the right direction. They're getting their weapons back, and I think Patrick Mahomes loves people doubting him. I think Andy Reid does too, and they're going out there to play with a chip on their shoulder. They're not just trying to win a division; they're playing to win a Super Bowl. So I think it started last week, and they'll carry it over.
Yeah. No. I mean, the cream always seems to rise to the top. So we could be slowly seeing that. Is it butter? I've never made butter. Is that
cream rise?
Does the cream rise to the top when you're making butter? I think it is.
Yeah.
So
that takes a lot of
butter. The Kansas City Chiefs butter might be churning slowly but surely on their way to the freaking God. But I'm a Broncos fan. I don't want to see that. Bentley, who are you taking in this game?
If you're talking about the Chiefs barely by 3.
What's that, Chiefs?
3 or less. That's it.
Okay, then that would be Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
the Chiefs are favored by 3.5. So you're taking Jacksonville.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are still going to win it. But yeah, you know what I mean.
But they're just not going to cover. Because see, in Vegas, if you want to, we're on this show, we try to put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah. So then you would say Jaguars.
Okay, so Jacksonville for Bentley. Okay, awesome, guys. What do we got left? That's the only games that I thought were noteworthy. Tony, do we still need to get to TMP's pick of the day?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Drum roll, please, Bama. TMP is about to speak, world. What is Tony's? And just so the world knows, Tony's been a little cold lately. And when Tony is on a cold streak, Tony usually goes on a hot streak. So is TMP getting off the schneid today? What is your pick of the day, Mr. Tony the Greek?
I got Coach Campbell and the Detroit Lions flying into Cincinnati, giving up the 9.5, the banged up Cincinnati. I see that running back duo in Detroit lighten up that weak defensive line of Cincinnati. I feel this is going to be a high-scoring game and low points for Cincinnati. Detroit Lions all day long.
9.5.
9.5.
Tony the Greek has spoken, world. He says take the Detroit Lions and the 9.5 to go in and put a butt whooping on the Cincinnati Bengals today. The Bengals, man, without Burrow, I didn't put a whole lot into that Broncos win. It looked like a preseason game. It just what? There's there ain't much energy. They were talking on the radio this week in LA that Zach Taylor could be on the hot seat all of a sudden.
Well, heck yeah, because look what happened last week against the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota put 48-10 on them. Right now, Minnesota is losing to Cleveland Browns 17-14.
Yeah. I mean,
the Bengals are just sad.
Yeah.
They're kitty cats. They're not Bengals.
Okay. Anybody, Greg Vaughn, do you got a pick of the day that really stands out to you?
My pick of the day is, and it's a tough game, but I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks over the Bucks, and that's a tough place to win. So if I had to lay my $1 million, that's the game I'm laying on.
And you're not afraid of that. Again, that's another game. Every week I'm always afraid of the hooks, man. That 3.5.
No. If I like it, I like it.
Got it. Yeah, you're that is a tough place to play. So
21-17 Vikings. 21-17 Vikings.
Vikings just took the lead. Yeah.
25 seconds left. Quarterback controversy coming up in Cleveland this week.
Yeah.
No more JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. All over the place in the NFL. I want to see some of these young studs just step up.
I got to go activate my fantasy teams because Neighbors is out, Eckler is out, CeeDee Lamb's out, Connor's out,
Bowers is
Irving's out. I mean, my teams are just killing me right now.
Yeah,
I got to go try to find some players.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Bowers is out.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I got to go try. I got to go try to find some players.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good luck with that, because I'm
football is rough.
It's slim to none.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
It's horrible.
All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Another episode of Sports and Tacos is in the books. We will see everybody next Sunday morning, hopefully after a glorious Denver Broncos victory. All right, see you guys. Everybody have a good day.
Later. Spencer.